Because the first question says that il segnale raffigurato vieta la circolazione nei due sensi. That's the first one. Okay. So read the second one by yourself and the third one, and let me have your answers. Yeah, so now let's respond to these three questions. The name of this signal is called Divieto di Transito, no transit. And the law says that it is referring to all vehicles, whether it's a vehicle provvisto a motori, that is vehicle with an engine, or veicoli sprovvisti a motori, or vehicles without an engine. The law says that you have to respect the signal. So now, the first question says that il segnale raffigurato. So this significant vieta la circolazione nei due sensi. So the circulation of the two senses, they are forbidden. And the first one is true. Please, the first answer to the first question is true. This signal you see, vieta la circolazione. So the circulation of the two senses, they are forbidden. So the first one is true. The second one says that il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito a tutti I veicoli. And the answer is also true. Yeah, so this significant. Okay, this significant. So the transit of all vehicles, they are forbidden. And the last one says that il segnale raffigurato vieta la circolazione ai quadricicli a motori. And the answer is also true. Yeah. So the circulation of quadricycle, the motor with 4 tires, yeah, they are all forbidden. Even if bicycles are forbidden, they know that quadricycle, which is motor with 4 tires, they are also forbidden. Let's move to the next one. Always try to do the question by yourself. You have this question, this signal with 3 signals. Il segnale raffigurato è posto su una strada a senso unico. Il segnale raffigurato è un senso vietato. Il segnale raffigurato consente l'accesso ai motocicli. Vero o falso? Please read the questions very carefully. Careful, because I'm looking through all your answers here. Okay, what is the significance of this signal? It is called senso vietato. So a sense of road is forbidden. See, a sense of the road is forbidden. So we are talking about one-way circulation. One-way circulation. So the first question says that il segnale raffigurato è posto su una strada a senso unico. And the answer to the first question is true. This signal is located or placed on one-way circulation. Now, the second one says that il segnale raffigurato è un senso vietato, and the answer clearly is true. A sense is forbidden. That is why it is one-way circulation. Now, let's go to the third one. Il segnale raffigurato consente l'accesso dei motocicli, and the answer to this question is false. Il segnale raffigurato. So this sign figured, it allows, consented, it allows the entrance of motors, and the answer is false. Because we don't have any pannello integrativo giving an extra information to what we know by this general signal. So if I come across the general signal alone, no vehicle is allowed to enter. If you want to use the road, the law says that use the road or enter from the other sense. Look at this question also. Il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito di tutti I veicoli con esclusione di quelli rappresentati in figura. Il segnale raffigurato vieta la sosta ad autotreni ed autoarticolati. Vero o falso? Look at the questions very careful, guys. Sam says, okay, now, the significance of this signal, it says that auto training and auto articulati, those are the two categories of vehicles. Those vehicles, they can't pass through the road. Those are only the two categories of vehicles. Now, let's go to the question. Il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito di tutti I veicoli con esclusione di quelli rappresentati in figura, guys, and the answer to the first one is false. Yeah, the answer to the first one is false, because the first one says that this signal vieta, okay, so it avoid or prevent the transit of all vehicles con esclusione, so with the exception of quello of those vehicles represented. So all vehicles, okay, or every vehicle cannot pass through, with the exception of the one located or drawn on the image, and the answer is false. No. On the contrary, all vehicles can pass through, with the exception of these two vehicles we see in the image. Now let's go to the second one. The second one says that il segnale raffigurato vieta la sosta ad autotreni ed autoarticolati, guys, and the answer to that question is false. Here, we are not talking about any sosta. The signal is referring to transito, the circulation. So the question says that, yeah, it is forbidden for these vehicles to park their vehicle. We're not talking about parking your vehicle. If a vehicle is forbidden to transit or to circulate on the road, how can you park on the road? Because before you can park, you have to transit and park. But even you can't transit, so how can you park? So know that the answer to this question is false. You're not talking about any parking, any overtaking, or anything. Those vehicles cannot transit as simple as that. So the first one is false, and the second one is also false. Il segnale raffigurato consente di norma di entrare nella strada per effettuare la sosta e le operazioni di carico e scarico. Vero o falso? And indeed, the answer to this question is false, because we see the general signal. It has no panello integrativo. You don't have any further or any extra information to what we know. The law says that with this signal, no vehicle is allowed to transit. And the question says that il segnale raffigurato. So this certificate, consente, it allows the norma by law di entrare nella strada, to enter to the road, per effettuare la sosta, to park your car and to load or unload goods. No. If you can enter and park your vehicle to load or unload goods, there must be panello integrativo, giving the days and the hours for that operation. Here, we don't see anything. What we see is the general signal. So the general signal, no vehicle can enter. As simple as that. Il segnale raffigurato non consente la circolazione dei veicoli in quella strada. Il segnale raffigurato è posto su una carreggiata a doppio senso di circolazione. Vero o falso? We have two questions. I see both vero. I see the first one true, the second one false, the first one false, the second one true. Yeah, so please, if only you are online, try to bring your answer. Now, the name of this signal is senso vietato. A sense is forbidden. You can't enter, but you can only enter not facing the signal, but on the other entrance of the road. Now, let's go to the two questions. The first one says that il segnale raffigurato. So this certificate non consente la circolazione dei veicoli in quella strada. Guys, and the answer to this question is false. It means that non consente, with this signal, the circulation of vehicles in that road is forbidden. Guys, it is not forbidden. If you see this signal, it doesn't mean that vehicles cannot move through the road. It only says that vehicles cannot enter, but they can enter from the other side. So if vehicles can enter from the other side or from the other entrance or sense, it means that vehicles can still circulate or transit on the road. Look at the question careful. The question says that il segnale raffigurato So this certificate, non-consented. So this signal doesn't allow, non-consented, doesn't permit, doesn't allow la circolazione, the circulation, dei veicoli. So it doesn't permit the circulation of vehicles in quella strada, okay, in that road. And the answer is false. No, you can circulate on the road, but your entrance of the road must be from the opposite side. As simple as that. Now, the second one says that il segnale raffigurato è posto su una carreggiata a doppio senso di circolazione, and the answer is false. No, these signals are always located on one-way circulation. One-way circulation. That is why one sense is being blocked, or you must not enter that particular sense. If you see this signal, you must enter from the opposite sense. So the first one is false, and the second one is also false. Now let's come to this question. Il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito ad autotreni ed autoarticolati. In presenza del segnale raffigurato è vietato il transito alle categorie di veicoli rappresentati in figura, vero o falso? And indeed, the significance of this signal says that only the representative vehicles you see in the signal, those are only the two vehicles that cannot pass. So now, the first question says that il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito ad autotreni ed autoarticolati, and the answer to the first one is true, because we have autotreni and autoarticolati. Those are the two categories that cannot pass. Now the second one says that in presenza del segnale raffigurato è vietato il transito alle categorie di veicoli rappresentati in figura, and the answer is also true. So it is forbidden the transit of this category represented in the signal, and the answer to the first one and the second one, they are all true. Let's come to this one. Il segnale raffigurato è un divieto di transito. Il segnale raffigurato consente il transito alle biciclette. Il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito unicamente ai veicoli a motore, vero o falso? Please, if only you're online, try as much as possible to bring all your answers. Guys, you are going to make it by the grace of God. Just believe in yourself, guys. Believe and trust yourself. Okay, the significance of this signal. This one is a general signal. We don't see any other, we don't see any further notification. We don't have any information. We only see the signal. So by seeing the signal, I know that this one is divieto di transito of all vehicles, whether vehicles with an engine or vehicles without an engine. No vehicle can pass. No vehicle can pass. So the first one says that il segnale raffigurato è un divieto di transito. So the first one is true. Yeah, this signal is divieto di transito, no transit. The second one says that il segnale raffigurato consente il transito alle biciclette, and the answer to the second one is false. No, bicycles cannot transit. Bicycles are not allowed to use the road. And the last one says that il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito unicamente ai veicoli a motore, and the answer to the third one is false, because it says that il segnale raffigurato vieta il transito unicamente, so only vehicles with an engine, those vehicles are forbidden. No, whether it is of engine or no engine, they are all forbidden. So not only, unicamente means only, not only veicoli a motore, vehicles with an engine, not only that one. So the first one is true, the second one is false, and the third one is also false. Let's come to this one. Il segnale raffigurato consente la circolazione del traffico locale in entrambi i sensi. Il divieto imposto dal segnale raffigurato deve essere rispettato nei centri abitati dalle ore 8 alle ore 8 alla sera. Vero o falso? Vero o falso? Please try as much as possible to bring your answers. Now, senso vietato. So one sense is being blocked, or you can't use one sense. You have to use only the other sense to enter and exit from this one. The question says that il segnale raffigurato consente la circolazione del traffico locale in entrambi i sensi, and the answer is false. No, you can't enter in the other sense and still enter from the opposite or the other sense. No. So local traffic, yeah, so the normal circulation. Okay, when we say local traffic, we're talking about the local or the normal circulation. It can take place in both of the sense, the other sense and facing this signal to enter from the other sense, and the answer is no. Only one sense is used to enter. And the second one says that il divieto imposto dal segnale raffigurato deve essere rispettato nei centri abitati dalle ore 8 del mattino alle ore 8 alla sera. And the answer is false, because we don't see any panello integrativo giving further notification. We only see the general signal, and it means that it's from Monday to Sunday, tutti i giorni, 24 su 24. So it is all day, all time. We don't have specific time because we only see the general signal. So the first one is false, and the second one is also false. Il segnale raffigurato indica che possono transitare tutti i veicoli, esclusi quelli delle categorie rappresentate in figura, vero o falso. Do well to answer, please. Yeah, so the significance of this signal, it says that only two categories of vehicles, the one we see in the signal or on the signals, those vehicles cannot pass. Those vehicles cannot pass. And the question says that il segnale raffigurato consente. Okay, let me finish because still. Yeah, when you say entrambi, entrambi means both. Okay, both. So il segnale raffigurato indica che possono transitare. So this sign figure, it is indicating that possono transitare tutti i veicoli. So all the vehicles, they can pass, exclusive to excluded, or with the exception of the category of vehicles represented in the figure. Guys, and the answer to this question is true. It's not false, it's true. Yeah, every vehicle can pass, except these two represented vehicles you see on the signal. Yeah. So guys, please don't give up. This year is our year, and by the grace of God, we are going to make it. We are going to make it by the grace